Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to tonight's class. I would like to start with the prayers at the beginning of the class. If I could please have a student for this.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I have N6184?
Assalamu alaikum, N6184. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Now I would like you to start reading with Dawuz and Bismillah. If you could start, and if you could read the last prayer on the page. This one. Yeah, and the transition. Actually, also this one, please.
Okay. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب علمني ما هو خير عندك. Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم.
Sorry, can you read this again? ربنا تقبل منا.
ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. Oh Lord, accept from us, for you are all hearing, all knowing.
Okay. Jazakumullah for that. We will mute you now. I think we are having some problems with the mic today because everybody that's being admitted has their mic on. So we have to. So you're just gonna have to bear with us tonight. We're gonna try and sort that out and mute everyone as they come in. Right. So just quickly going over the class etiquettes, which you probably know in your sleep by now. Please try and do your wuzu before you attend the class. Your head should be covered, both for boys and girls. You should have revised your lesson and you should have made sure that you're sitting with a grown-up. And please make sure also that your audio and video are off. And then lastly, before the class, make sure you're logged in with the correct ID. Otherwise, the discipline in charge will have to remove you from the class and put you in the waiting room. And I don't think you would want that because you're going to miss out on material. During the lesson, we want you to listen attentively to the class proceedings. We want you to keep your hands down unless the teacher asks you to raise your hand. And also very important, we would like you to wait for permission before you leave the classroom because sometimes things are announced towards the end of the class and you might miss out on those announcements. And also, I think it's more polite if you just wait until the teacher officially ends the class. And then lastly, after the lesson, make sure that you do your revision, of course, and you do your homework daily. And if there's anything you would like to tell us about or any feedback or something's not clear, this is the email address where you can reach us, and it will be notified when there is something that we need to know. And finally, remember that these classes are only additional support to your learning, and they don't replace the one-to-one learning you should be doing at home anyway. Okay. So I think we can start with today is a revision class. I hope the test, by the way, last week, I hope it went well for those of you that had the test. And I hope that you have been revising your learned new surah. So could we start with the first student and then we can do some revision or listen to if somebody hasn't recited a surah yet.
Can
I'm sorry.
A5212.
Yeah, just a second. A5212. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm having trouble unmuting them.
All right, okay.
Can I?
Is the button?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
What's your student ID?
A5200. I've been unmuted.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I can see you're raising your hand as well. Is there a question you want to ask, or was it just because you wanted to read?
Yeah, I wanted to read.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah, that's fine.
I haven't read Surah Al-Falaq.
You haven't read Surah Al-Falaq. Okay.
No.
Could the discipline in charge just tell me if which other surahs the student has read? A52.
According to my records, Surah Al-Fatiha, Al-Nas, Al-Falaq, and Ikhlas.
I haven't done Surah Al-Falaq yet.
Okay. Surah
For
Falaq.
sure.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we'll just open up the right section of this page. And it's right here. I've actually marked all the numbers so it's easier for us to find. So it's number 113. So whenever you're ready, you can read, start reciting, and I'll just put the class etiquettes on, okay?
Yeah. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
Make sure that you say the a and u separately.
Okay.
Don't mix them up. Don't say kul a'udhu. Kul a'udhu.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق
Good.
من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
Try saying wamil sharrin nafa. So this lam should not be pronounced. It's going to go straight from the ra to the noon. Wamil sharrin nafa, like this.
What's it again? Sorry.
So I think you pronounced this lam. I think you said something like wamil sharril naf or something like that. This lam won't be pronounced. It's silent. So this
Okay.
from the sheen, you'll go to this shadda, ra with the shadda, and then noon with the shadda. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ.
وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ. نَفَّاثَاتِ.
Yeah, better. Good job.
Better.
فِي الْعُقَدِ.
في العقد ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Okay, I think you've muddled up a few things, and I think that the reason might be because I've had to stop you a few times. So I'm sorry. So it was down here that you've just muddled a few things. But overall, I think it was good. Just remember that this silent lam, sorry, won't be pronounced. And remember to say these separately. And inshallah, with practice, it will get better.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Just making some notes. Just a second. So you've A5200 has done Surah Falaq, and just quickly making some notes. So can we have another student, please?
Yes, can I have A5206 with Surah An-Nas?
Nas. A5206. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm having trouble unmuting them as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
You just hold on 1 second. Can I have A5212?
Assalamu alaikum.
Again, same problem.
Okay. Should I try unmuting them?
If you could, yes.
Was it A5202?
212.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I've just unmuted the wrong student. Okay. Sorry, A5202. I'm just gonna mute you again. I think maybe just choose another student then.
Can I have A5218?
Assalamu alaikum. A5218. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. No reply.
Yeah, can I have A5207?
Yep. A5207. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. A5207. Can you hear us?
Can I have N6184?
Oh, assalamu alaikum. Okay, finally somebody's voice. So we're just gonna mute N6184, and then because we've already unmuted A5207. So can you say something? I just heard your voice. Assalamu alaikum. A5207.
Yeah,
Can you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear us? Well.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So what will this student be reciting for us?
Can we have Surah An-Nas?
Yeah. So I'm just so that's already here. So whenever you're ready, you can start reading Surah An-Nas. Yeah, whenever you're ready, A5207. Whenever you're ready, you can read.
Yeah. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس
I'm just gonna quickly make a correction. Just like with the other student, make sure that you say these two letters separately. You don't turn them into one letter. قل أعوذ.
قل أعوذ.
Okay, yes. And this is alif, so a, and this is ain. This is obviously a different sound to alif. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. قل أعوذ برب الناس.
قل أعوذ برب الناس مالك الناس إله الناس.
Sorry, I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I keep interrupting? I know it's disturbing, but I feel like it's better to do it right then and there. This one will not be prolonged. It only has a fatha on top, so it's only 1 second prolongation. Same goes for kasra and kasra. So 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Maliki, not maliki. Maliki. Okay?
Maliki.
Yes, maliki. Malikin nas.
Malikin nas.
Malikin nas.
Malikin nas. Ilahin nas. Min sharril waswasil khannas.
الذي
الذي
you what? Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you reading it off somewhere? Or are you reciting it by heart?
I was reading off the Quran.
Okay. So basically, I would like you to read, if you've learned it, I want you to read it, recite it by heart, not read it off the page. Do you know this surah by heart?
Not really.
No? Okay, so then is there maybe another surah the student could recite for us, one that he knows by heart?
Sorry, what's the number of the student?
It's A5207.
Surah Class. I know Surah Class.
Okay, has he read that before?
I know about.
No, he hasn't read it before.
He hasn't. Okay. Okay, so whenever you're ready, just recite it by heart, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل الله أحد الله صمد ولم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, Jazakumullah. So you have learned this by heart, you're right. However, I would like you to make some corrections so that you can carry on reading the right way. So I would like you to read it off the page now.
قل هو الله صمد.
No, where are you? It's here.
قل هو الله صمد.
Okay, so you have to pronounce this well. قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو أحد.
Okay, next please.
أحد. الله صمد.
Okay.
لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن
قل له
له أحد.
كفوا أحد. Okay, so you have made quite a few mistakes. I think it's really important that before you start learning something by heart, you and maybe your parents make sure that there aren't any mistakes, because once you've learned something by heart, it can become a bit difficult and tricky to try and get rid of the mistakes. It's not impossible, it's just going to take a little bit of time, and it's good to do it as soon as possible. So go over this with your parents. Listen to the correct pronunciation from a Qari that you can find online, and just read it from the page. And I think it might be a good idea if we listen to this just now. And I'm actually going to mute you, but I would like everyone that's in the class today, all the students, I would like you to repeat after the Qari. I would like you to just repeat what they're saying. And I think that way you can practice, and it won't get better the first time. It's going to take some time, but inshallah you'll get there. So we're going to mute you now, but make sure that everybody is actually listening and repeating after the Qari, okay?
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. So please repeat, everyone at home.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Okay, so I'll do this again, and you can follow what is being read if you look closely on the page. Then you can just follow what he's reciting, okay? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Okay, so I hope that everybody has recited with the person that just recited. And I think we can move on to the next student, please.
Can I have A5223?
Yeah, A5223. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. A5223.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. So what's this student going to recite for us today?
Surah Al-Ikhlas.
Ikhlas, okay. So do you know this by heart?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's the same surah that we just had, it's this one, and I'm just going to change the screen, and you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, Jazakallah. So I think overall it was good. A few minor things that you should improve. One is you did the kalkula in the beginning, and then after that I didn't really hear it. So this is also kalkula. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. This is also kalkula. And I think you have prolonged this alif. It won't be prolonged. It's just a 1 second. You read it for 1 second. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. And then also kalkula again. So can you read this one more time? Can you read it off the page now?
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad.
Okay, and I want you to make this a little bit more pronounced. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ. I don't really hear this who.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad.
Okay, good.
Allahus samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad.
Lam yalid wa lam yulad.
Lam yalid wa lam yulad.
Good.
Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Now remember what I just said about this alif. You don't prolong this. Can you try this again?
Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Okay, excellent. Well done, mashallah. That's very good. Has this student any other surah that he can recite for us?
Yes, Surah Lahab.
Okay, just a second. Do you know Surah Lahab by heart?
Yes.
Okay, mashallah, well done. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa taba. Ma aghna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab. Sayasla naran zata lahabin wa imra'atuh halalat hatab.
حمالة الحطب.
حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, good. Jazakumullah. I think that was good. That was good, very good effort, mashallah. Well done. I'm just going to make a quick note, and I think we can move on to the next student. Just remember the small things that I've just told you. They can make a difference, okay?
Okay. Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Can we have another student for the recitation, please?
Yes, can I have A5214, Surah Al-Fatiha?
A5214. Fatiha. Yep. Assalamu alaikum. A5214. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? A5214. No response. I think we should choose another student.
Can I have N6204?
There's a difference between Sani and Swaina.
Assalamu alaikum. N6204. You've got the mic. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay, good. It's good to hear a response. I think, was it your brother? No, it wasn't your brother. that just recited? It was somebody else. So I would like, what surah will the student be reciting?
Al-Ikhlas.
Okay. So do you know the surah by heart?
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, I'm just going to remove my highlighting. And then I'm just going to interrupt as soon as I hear something that might not be correct, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, mashallah. That was really good, I think. And is there any other surah the student can recite?
Surah Lahab.
Lahab. Do you know that by heart?
Yes.
Okay, just a second. Just making a quick note of what you just read. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can start.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات
Just a sec. Sayas. I think you said sayis or something. Sayas with a fatha. Sayas la.
نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب.
This meme is a meme mushaddad. So this will be prolonged for 2 seconds for the meme mushaddad and another 2 seconds for the alif of elongation. Hamma.
حمالة الحطب.
Yes. Fi.
في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, mashallah. I think that was really good. Well done. Have you been practicing on your own, or has any of your parents helped you?
Parents help.
Your parents helped. Okay, that's nice, mashallah. Well done. That was a really good effort. I think we can move on to another student now. That was really good. Well done.
I can have N6219.
N6219. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. So what's this student going to recite?
Surah Al-Falaq.
Alak. Do you know?
Can I recite Surah Lahab because I haven't really recited that one.
Well, we go according to a plan, and we usually do it in a how do you say, like one after the other. Like it comes kind of like in a, I can't think of the word now, but there is like a system to it. So you have to recite one surah and then the next and the next. You can't like jump ahead, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Are you still there? Okay, the student's just gone. N6219, are you still there? I think she's just been muted. I'm just going to try and find her. There you are. Okay, so I can't unmute you. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to unmute you. It's not working. I'm really sorry. I don't know what's wrong with the mics today or with the system. Something's not right. I'm really sorry. Can we try and get back to the student after a little while? Maybe it's going to work then.
That's fine. Can we have N6221 with Surah Al-Falaq?
N6221 Falak. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Do you know Surah Falak by heart?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So whenever you're ready, you can start reciting, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Okay, Jazakumullah. So you have read this by heart, but it was very fast. So I think it's better to read it nice and slow and take your time, and it sounds better too. In the first line, I think what you did was, I can't even remember it was this fast. Do you mind just reading it again? I feel like there was 2 or 3 things that you could have done better, and you can we can correct those now. If you just read it again, please, but slowly.
Should I look on the screen and read it?
Yes, please.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق.
Okay, remember that Qaf is one of the Qalqala letters. There's 5 Qalqala letters. Qaf is one of them. When you make a pause here, then there is an imaginary sukoon on top, smaller than this one, of course. And when there is a sukoon on a Qaf, then that Qaf turns into a Qalqala letter. So then you have to make a jerking or jumping sound.
Okay.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
Okay.
Yes, please.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
Yes.
Sure, carry on.
Yes, please.
من شر ما خلق.
من شر ما خلق.
من شر ما خلق.
Yes, good.
من شر غاسق إذا وقب.
Good.
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
في العقد.
في العقد.
Yeah, just one quick comment. So you've done this really nicely with the noon mushaddad, with the noon sound, the nasal sound for 2 seconds. That was brilliant, mashallah. Because I think you didn't properly do this when you were reading really fast a few seconds ago. So that's much better when you do it nice and slow. So the last line, please.
ومن شر حاسد.
So here, I think this was the bit where I heard there was a mistake. I think you say something like وَمِن شَرٍ حَاسِدٍ, but there is no tanween. It's وَمِن شَرِّ. Sharri, you have to say.
Okay. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Okay, good. Well done, mashallah. That was much better. So take your time and remember the kalkula rule, and remember the noon mushaddad, noon guna rule, okay? The nasalization.
Okay.
And I think if you just take your time, we'll get better, inshallah.
Okay.
I think we can move to another student.
Can I have N6205? Just one thing, the ID is written correctly. It comes up as N6502. It's 205.
Oh, so is N6205 actually N6502?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what should I write it down as?
She's written it down as 502.
All right. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. N6205. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. I think you've just you haven't written your ID the correct way. Your ID is N6205, right?
Pardon?
What's your ID?
I've wrote it as N6502.
Yes, we can see that. Well, is that your actual ID? Because in our list, your ID is actually N6205.
Oh.
Yeah. So could you correct that after you've read your bit?
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakumullah. So what's the student going to recite?
Surah Al-Nas.
Yeah. So whenever you're ready, you can start, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس Malikin Nas, Ilahin Nas, Min Sharril Waswasil Khannas, Allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, Minal Jinnati wan Nas.
Okay, excellent, mashallah. That was really, really nice. Well done. So that shows that when you recite something in a nice and slow way, not only do you tend to make less mistake, just generally, not you in specific, and I think it sounds much nicer as well. So is there any other surah that the student can read?
Surah Al-Falaq.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's the same student, sorry. So Surah Falaq, you know this by heart as well?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul a'udzu birabbil falaq min syarri ma khalaq wa min syarri ghasikin iza waqab wa min syarri hasidin.
ومن شر yeah. ومن شر النفاثات.
Okay. Wa min syarrin naffasati fil uqad wa min syarri hasidin iza hasad.
Okay, good. Jazakumullah. That was good too. One thing that you do need to take care of though is the kalkula. Okay, so just remember that all these letters that come at the end of the verse in this surah. So this is qaf, qaf, ba, dal, and dal. These are all kalkula letters, and when you make a stop here, then they all get a sukoon that you imagine, and the other strokes, they just kind of fall away. So that way, then you have to say those letters with like a jerking sound. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, like this. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. Can you say this?
Qul a'udzu bi rabbil falaq.
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 Okay, good. Yeah, so that's a kalkula sound, and you do that with all these other ones. You just practice it. Khalaq or fil uqad waqab hasad, like this. You just practice that sound, okay? And I think other than that, mashallah, it was good.
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Do we have others? And make sure that you change your ID to N6205.
Yeah.
Jazakumullah. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Do we have another student?
Yes, can I have N6229 with Surah Al-Falaq?
N6229 Al-Falaq. Assalamualaikum. N6229, Assalamualaikum. Is the student unmuted?
No, I'm having trouble unmuting them.
Oh, right.
Do you want to try the previous student as well? Is it N6219?
Yeah. Assalamualaikum. N6219.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Oh, good. Okay, your mic works. So where have we left off? Do you remember?
I was going to read Surah Falaq.
Okay, good. That's fine. So you can do that now, please.
A'udzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Make sure you say, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to remove the screen because I was looking at my sheet where I make notes. But make sure that you say mil sharri, not mil sharril. There's no lam here. Mil sharri.
من شر ما من شر غاسق.
Sorry, so I'm sorry. Do you mind? Do you want to start again? You can start from the first verse if you want. قل أعوذ برب
قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to interrupt again. I don't know if it's just my speakers or if your voice sounds a little bit low. I'm not sure if you said if you've just made a mistake or not. Could you try and just either come closer to the speaker or speak up a little bit?
Okay. Where should I do it from?
If you remember where you were reading from there, or if that's going to confuse you, just read from the beginning again. قل أعوذ
برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر غاسق
ومن شر النفاثات
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Remember the noon mushaddad, where is it? So here you have to remember to connect these. There's a shadda here, and there's a shadda here, and there's a shadda here. So these three letters are connected one by one. So we should not make a small pause after this. We shouldn't say wa min sharri naffathati and make them as one. These are actually going to come one after the other. Wa min sharri naffathati. So this is the thing with not only are these three connected to the sheen, but also the noon is has a shadda on top. So you have to give it a 2-second like a nasal sound, and then this has a vertical fatha, this one, and this also has a vertical fatha, so they get 2 seconds elongation as well. Wa min sharrin naffathati, like this. Can you try that?
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
Okay, good. That was good, mashallah. Well done for that. Remember just these things that I told you, and inshallah, you should be able to make a recitation even better. Is there any other surah this student can recite for us?
Yes, Al-Nasr.
Okay, just a second. Just making a note. So, do you know that surah by heart?
Sorry, correct.
Yeah.
Al-Lahab is the next surah.
Which one, sorry?
Al-Lahab.
Al-Lahab. Do you know this by heart?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, you can start then.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Okay, Jazakallah. So I would have liked to hear the kalkala sounds as well. There is a kalkala here and here, and here, and here, and here. Just like the other surah as well. So you need to improve on that. And you had a few minor mistakes, like with elongation. And this meme, just like with the noon with the shadda, the same happens with the meme with the shadda. Meme mushaddad, you have to make a nasal sound. So you say حمالة الحطب.
Shall I recite it?
Yeah, from here.
حمالة الحطب.
Okay, good. And just a few pronunciation things you can improve. There's a difference between this da, where you kind of make your mouth a little bit rounded, and this da, where you just open your mouth wide. Da, da. So it's hadab.
Shall I recite it?
Yeah, just say hadab.
حطب.
Yeah, good. That was really good, mashallah. And this one, I think you pronounce this like a qaf. There is a difference between a kaf and a qaf. Mouth open for kaf and rounded for qaf. So, wama kasab.
فما قصب.
Yeah, wama kasab.
فما قصب.
Okay, good. Well done. Apart from that, I think it was good, mashallah. Well done. I think towards the end, what I would like to do is, I would like to just turn on a few recitations, and I would like everyone at home, even if your mic is off, I would like you to recite after the Qari. I can see that there's a few hands raised. Only raise your hand if it's something urgent that you need to ask. If not, can you lower your hand? Okay, so I think we have a few questions, so we'll do those first. So A5196.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. So you're raising your hand. Is there something you want to ask?
Oh, sorry, that was by accident. I just want to ask that if I can read.
Have you had? We actually, I wanted to do some revision, so you can read at home, if you don't mind.
All right.
Yeah, that's okay. Have you had the mic? Have you recited anything yet?
Yeah, I recited it yesterday and the day before.
Okay, yeah. So you can do some revision. You can do repeating, revising after the Qari, okay? In a minute.
All right.
So Jazakumullah for your question. And the next, I think there's still a few. So remember, please, only really urgent things, because we don't have that long, and I would like to go through a few surahs with you. So lower your hand if it's nothing too urgent, if it can wait, or if you can maybe ask tomorrow or in an email. If it's really urgent, then you can raise your hand. Okay. So N62, where have you gone? N6227? Assalamualaikum. Have you got a question?
Yes, I just wanted to ask that the test we had on Friday, not all of us were able to do it. So do you think you're going to like let us read for like the test?
That's a good question. We can find that out for you. I think it was quite clear that it probably, I mean, it might not have been clear to everyone, but I think it was quite, it would have been quite difficult to get through all of the students in the class. So obviously there were only a few chosen ones, and I think that there probably will be another test, but we will have a meeting tomorrow, which I will announce in a few minutes, inshallah. So this is a question that you could ask then, or your parents could ask then. You're going to get a chance to speak to the teachers tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Okay, Jazakallah. And we have a few others. Assalamu alaikum. A5215, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
So, as N6227 said, me and my brother didn't take part in the test. Is that just for us, or is that for other people as well who were part of the meeting on Friday?
It's a meeting. It's not on Friday. It's tomorrow. I will announce that in a second. But it's for everyone. It's for all the
Right.
teachers, G2 teachers, and all the students and everyone
Right.
involved.
So is it going to be like, are there going to be multiple co-hosts? And are they going to be like asking you specifically without others hearing you, like a proper test?
What do you mean tomorrow?
No, I mean, you said they were going to have a test in the future, probably.
Yeah, I don't know 100%. There is a good possibility that this might happen. So just be ready for that test. And
Okay.
if you want, you can ask this question tomorrow when other teachers will be there in the meeting, and maybe they can help out more. Because at the moment, I don't want to give a definitive answer, and just in case there might not be just the same test. Maybe we'll have like a slightly different test, or some students might get a chance. So I don't know. But we can find out maybe tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay, Jazakallah. Thank you.
And A5224, have you got a question?
Yes.
Yeah, what's your question?
I haven't had a test since the past 5 days.
Oh, okay. So I think we should give you a chance then. Have you, what has the student recited last? Or what's the next surah you can recite? I was actually going to do the revision now, but you're saying you haven't recited for so long, so...
It's Surah Lahab.
It's okay, I can do it tomorrow if you want, if it's easier.
Oh, okay, that's very kind of you. I think it would be easier. Okay, if you don't mind.
It's fine.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Okay, we have one more hand that's raised, and then after that I would like to go to the revision. I'm sorry, what have I just done? There you are. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, age 8, you have a question?
Yes.
Yeah, what's your question?
Do you know the parents and teachers meeting? Is it tomorrow?
Yes, inshallah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. Okay, I think we've had all the questions now. So everyone pay attention now, because what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a few surahs just so we can get a feeling of how, what is it called, how guides pronounce certain things. And since today we were going to revise from 107 to 114, so we've had some of the last ones, we haven't had some of these ones. So I would like to go through these ones. So maybe we can start with this, Suratul Maun. And I'm just going to put this on and you just listen. And I will be moving my mouse. I hope you can see this. And you just read it as I'm moving my mouse and as you're hearing the tilawat, okay? So where is it? There it is. So whenever I put this on, just please start reciting, even if you don't have the mic.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون.
Okay, so I hope everybody was reciting with the Qari together. It can be a little bit daunting because they are really good and it usually is their first language, unlike most of us or maybe all of us. So it is obviously going to be a little bit different for us. But don't get discouraged. Inshallah, practice will will help definitely. So every day practice and that should help you. So the next one, Surah 108, is Surah Kawthar.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا ربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Okay, and the next one. Just gonna move page. Surah Kafirun. Everyone, I hope you're reciting.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
I think it's really nice to listen to tilawats like these, recitations like these, because they just can encourage you a lot and they sound really nice. So it's good to do that when you're doing your practice. So we're just gonna move to Surah Al-Nasr.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا.
Okay, and Surah Al-Lahab.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
I think surahs like these make it really clear how you should be pronouncing the kalkala. If that's unclear to anyone, this is a good surah to practice that by. And if you have a little look, this little dot, it means that I think it needs proposed stop. So it's better to stop. You don't have to stop. So you can make a stop or you can carry on reading. So I think for today, because we've done most of the last ones today, I'll stop here. And what I would like to do before everybody starts leaving, I would like to go over the homework. So your homework is Surah Chapter 1, which is Surah Fatiha, and all the surahs from 107 to 114, which I've just played. So from Surah Al-Ma'un to Surah Al-Nas. Okay, so you have to revise them. If you don't know them yet, learn them by heart, and then remember that tomorrow, the 7th, we will have a parents and teachers meeting for the first 15 minutes of tomorrow's class, inshallah. And you'll get the chance to, or your parents will get the chance to give us feedback or to ask any urgent questions, or anything that they would like to get off their chest. They can do that tomorrow, inshallah. They'll be given a chance. And so, yeah, so this is coming to the end of the class. Could I have a student to recite the prayer at the end of the class, please?
Can I have N6 219?
Just a second. N6 219. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Jazakumullah for asking. So whenever you can, I would like you to read, I think this one, please.
Which one? The green one?
Yes.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbana taqabbil minna
ربنا تقبل منا
ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. Oh Allah, accept this effort and service from us, for you and the most hearing and the most knowing.
Okay, for you are the most hearing, the most knowing. Okay, Jazakumullah for attending tonight's class. Inshallah, we will be speaking to you or your parents tomorrow, inshallah, in the meeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.